Hey guys, before I start the video, I want to say a few things. First of all, since I did the ghost pepper chip challenge, I have become addicted. So that's the first thing. And also, in this video, there will be spoilers because this is going to be another book rant kind of video, similar to my um, one I did about Queen Elizabeth I novel by Alison Ware. So you've been warned, this will be a spoiler video, so please, if you want to read this book, don't watch this video if you want to read this book, because there will be an ending spoiler, just because the ending really broke the book for me. So if you don't want to watch it, just skip this video. But yeah, this will be a spoiler video, which is, I don't do spoiler videos very often, so this is just a new kind of thing, just because the ending really ruined the book for me. So this is why it's a spoiler video. So let's get on with the video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the book A Respectable Trade by Philippa Gregory. And this book is a novel about the slave trade in England. And the English were also involved in slavery. They went to the West Indies, and they also went to Africa. And this book focuses on the slave trade through Africa. And this novel focuses on four main characters. You have Mahuru, who is a priest in Africa who gets kidnapped and sold into slavery in Bristol. And then you have Francis Scott, who marries Josiah Cole, and Josiah Cole marries Francis Scott in order for him to get connections, because Francis Scott is really well connected. But he also has another ulterior motive, and he is in the slave trade. So Francis is really working hands-on with the slave trade in a kind of different different capacity. And then you have Sarah Cole, who is the sister of Josiah, and she's a kind of a businesswoman, and she does not like her sister-in-law from the get-go. She thinks that Frances is too high-born, and she doesn't really like, from the get-go, she does not like Frances. But they have to live together, because in this day, women, it wasn't like, oh, I could just move out. Women, they didn't really have their own finances. And this is basically kind of the story of these four people intertwined in different ways. Like Mahuru goes to work in slavery at the Cole household, and it's kind of just discussing all the different things that were going on while the slave trade is going on. There's like abolitionists and things like that, so just different things. And the big thing I want to say, there's a few things that I found really negative and really, really made the book a miss for me, and it kind of ticked me off. First of all, I did not like the romantic relationship between Francis and Mahuru. I think that it is trying to make slavery kind of idyllic, when slavery is a horrible thing that happened in our history, and it's on both our histories, a terrible thing that happened, and we shouldn't be idolizing it like this. And also another thing that happened was the very ending. The very end ruined it for me. What happens is, it seems like Sarah and Josiah, because they're kind of the brains behind this whole operation as far as what they're doing, because Josiah owns, he is the one, he's in this business, and Sarah is kind of helping along, and then Frances is kind of a pawn. They're seeing her as a pawn. But so Sarah and Josiah are really kind of the brains behind this operation, what they're doing. And so it looks like they're going to get their karma at the very end. It looks like they're either going to be in prison or they are going to be living in this hovel. And I'm like, yay, can they just get their karma? And I'm thinking it, and then at the very end, Frances Scott ends up dying. She ends up dying from a disease. And in her will, she leaves all her nice things to Sarah, which Sarah doesn't deserve any of those nice things. But then she also has money and stuff set aside, and she gives it to them in order for them to start some type of banking business. And I know why she does it, because she wants to end the slave trade, because at the very end she realizes that it's wrong. It's wrong to own another human being, and she also, loves Mehuru, but she realizes that it's wrong to own another human being. So she gives money to Josiah and Sarah in order for them to start a banking business, which, in my opinion, they don't even deserve. I mean, so they get to go on. They ruined tons of lives, and they just get to go on like nothing happened. I know I'm reading too much into this. I know it ends, and I'm kind of reading like what happens next. But it sounds like they get to go on like nothing happened, and just own this bank and get more money, and which they don't deserve. It's like I wanted them to die in a hovel or get thrown. Though sister wouldn't have gotten thrown in prison, but he would have. He was almost this close to getting thrown in prison, but which they don't deserve. But I feel like I need to say some things that were positive, but these positive things really did not, you know, help the book really. The first thing is I liked the kind of the freeing of the slaves, and kind of there's kind of a thing that happens with there is kind of a new beginning, and she does, Frances at the end really does free her slaves legally, and which I think is really good. And also, I really like to see that there are good people that are fighting for slaves' rights and trying to get this horrible thing abolished. I really like that, because it seems like we just focus on, the black and white of slavery, especially in school. We kind of, I know you're dealing with children, but we kind of dumb it down when there were people that were, that were like, this is wrong, this is gross. And I really like that. But that does not help the book at all, really. Um, I mean, that was a good thing, but it really didn't help the book. So that's all I want to say about this book. I am currently reading a the book Little Fires Everywhere, which is really good. My mom got it from Audible, and I'm also going to read when it comes out. It comes out on the 26th, but I'm also going to read um, The First Actress by C.W. Gortner, and um, Catherine Howard, The Scandal is Clean by Alison Weir. And I'm also reading the book, The Autobiography of Alexandra Fyodorovna. So those books will be out, and it will probably be a long time before I read another Philippa Gregory book again. And the bad thing is this book that I just got finished reviewing, this was one of her earliest works. This isn't like this is the first time it was on Audible, but this is one of her earliest works, and it's bad. And so, yeah. So I probably will not be reading too much Philippa Gregory um, for a while. What am I saying? Tidelands is going to come out. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I might eat my words. But I was disappointed in this. And hopefully these books that I'm going to be reading next will be good. I try and be positive on this channel. And there will not be any spoiler alerts, it seems like, but I had to get this ranting off my chest. So I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.